All right. The last thing we do in the NFL before we get to our locks of the week is we look at our power rankings. So as we do, bottom five and top four. I feel like this is going to be a shorter segment this week because I don't think there's a whole lot of changes going on.
Mine barely moved.
Yeah, mine barely moved as well. We'll obviously can compare them a little bit, but I will give EJ's and Mike's bottom fives first. I'll let you do yours then. EJ has the Dolphins, Jets, Raiders, Saints, and Titans, rounding out the bottom five. Titans his worst. Mike's Browns, Dolphins, Jets, Titans, and Saints at the way bottom. Sean, yours?
Yeah, I got the Browns in there as well. I threw the Giants in for good measure, mostly with the injury change to Tracy from Scatabo and just the fact that the losses are starting to tack up here. I feel like the Giants are just headed this direction. And there's a couple teams that I thought deserve to leap out of here, so why not? It's still a trash organization. Then I got the Saints, who I think still – I thought they showed me enough against the Buccaneers to be like, you're not bottom two. I know the scoreboard didn't look good, but defensively they held Baker Mayfield to next to nothing. Took some defensive score, the defensive scores to do it. I got the Jets at 31, and I'm on the EJ bandwagon now with the Titans at 32.
Yeah, I feel like 31-32 could be tied, but we don't play that game here.
Right.
I have the Giants 28, Dolphins 29, Jets at 30, Titans at 31, Saints at 32.
I left the Dolphins out. I thought that big win, I know Devin was pretty high on it. I was high enough to get them out of the bottom five. So, Devin, you're not going to crown them with the best of the week, but I will get them out of my bottom five for you.
Yeah, unfortunately, I still think they're a bad team.
Oh, they're trash.
Really bad team. Maybe I could have put them out, but they were second to last, so they did move up a couple for me. Same as the Jets. I think the bottom line is really you could expand this to the bottom seven, and I think we'd all have the same seven because we
probably. I had a little harder time last week. We talked about how easy the bottom five was. I think those two wins from the Jets and the Dolphins really threw things off a bit.
They did. Because it's like you want to reward them, but they still stink.
The Jets are terrible, man.
They still suck. I mean,
you tell me who. Like when you're like, look, here's our star quarterback, but he might not be better than Tyrod Taylor. Like he might not be.
And but I saw a.
He played well. Fields looked good this week, but man, doesn't say much for the Bengals defense there.
Let me see if I can find this.
Let's remind everyone, Garrett Wilson is not playing.
Correct.
Who is by far, I don't care how much people love Breece Hall in fantasy football or otherwise, Wilson is by far the best player on that team. Like at least offensively. And for him to be out and then you're just like, yeah, it's fine. We'll score 30 points and we'll score as many points, still lose. Be like, that's a problem. So but when you pay all your receivers that much money, I guess that's what happens. Sorry, Mike.
Yeah,
I think he knows.
I can't find the Justin Fields stat, but like numbers wise in his career, like the surprisingly the guy is actually pretty solid. Like not great. No, he's not. He's probably in that like 16 to 22.
Well, he feels like a guy too that's like he can move. But I think he's starting to recognize where he's at in his career. It feels like he's trying to establish himself as a passer, and he knows he's going to have to move because the Jets have no one in front of him.
Right.
And that shows. I mean, the games where he's under duress, he can't do. They're asking him like get the ball out of there, and he's just like, when. He's not as experienced as Flacco. He's not as tall as Flacco. He's not as strong as Flacco. So like that whole thing we talk about with Flacco, just getting the ball, finding his routes. They also don't have the receivers Flacco has. They don't have Ja'Marr Chase. So, you're asking him to do a lot with a little, and you're going to have stumbling blocks. Unfortunately, it's been pretty much all stumbling blocks. But
yeah,
but I like the kid, I think.
But yeah, it's they're all bad. So like the 7 worst teams in football all get accounted for across our rankings. All right, so EJ's top 10 will go 10-1. Bills Seahawks, Patriots, Buccaneers, Rams, Packers, Eagles, Lions, Colts, and once again the Chiefs top out his top 10. Mike has from 10 to 1 the Rams, Chiefs, Patriots, Broncos, Eagles, Bills, Buccaneers, Packers, Lions, and Colts at number 1. Sean.
Nice. My 10 through 6 did shuffle. From what I saw, I believe everyone kind of trickled down. My current 7, the Patriots, was much lower, but they impressed me. They keep doing it with different guys. It's one receiver one week, another week. So they were my only big move, and everything else kind of shifted down. So I still have the Broncos at the bottom here of the top 10. I'm still not sure they belong there. But they had a good game against Dallas. Obviously hung up a bunch of points. That helps you, hurt your plus minus. But I guess I'll keep them there. I'm not going to punish them when you pummel a team. So that's fine. Buccaneers at 9. They fell because I don't think they looked good. I don't care what the score. I just don't think they looked good. And now you got 2 bad weeks for Baker. Packers are here just out of merit, I guess, for the record. I got the Patriots there at 7. Like I said, my Seahawks that I was talking up earlier at 6. Moving into the 5, I kept this pretty much exactly the same. Chiefs held at 5 for now. We'll see what the next week or two does. The Rams are holding at 4 until they blow it or don't. Eagles sitting at 3, waiting for someone to lose above them. But until they don't, the Lions and the Colts will round out my top.
Yeah, for me, for the first time, I think this year, the Chiefs get into my top 10. At number 10, Broncos 9, Patriots 8, Seahawks 7, Chargers at 6. My top 5 is unchanged. Bucks, Packers, Eagles, Lions, and Colts round out my top 5. Looking over Mike's, his top 6 did not change.
I was going to say, that looks familiar.
And for EJ, looking real quick here, his top 4 did not.
Did he push the Rams up or something?
Rams held at 6. The Packers went from 9 to 5. Buccaneers fell to 7.
The old Dolly Parton maneuver.
Yeah. Seahawks fell 1. Patriots got up in, and then the Bills fell, pushing the Niners out. So a little bit of movement in the bottom 6. I think for all of us, that's what from 6 to 10 is where the movement still wasn't a ton.
Right Bills, around 6-7 is 6-7. So
yeah, the Bills. Jesus,
6-7.
Yeah, I'm too old, and
I'd explain it, but it was explained to me, and I still don't.
No, I've heard it explained on radio shows. Yep. I've heard it explained by a coworker's child.
Yeah, I had the kids tell me, I'm like, explain it as simply as you possibly can.
Yeah,
and
Joey, my
was this guy who was referenced in this video, and it was hilarious. And then it was references of it got even fun. I'm like, so you're just remembering a joke? And
they're like, Joe, can you explain this to me? And he says it, and I'm like, I don't know what the words you just said.
I think as dumb as it looks, that's what I find funny.
Well, yeah, you're like juggling big balls, right? Like it's
6-7.
I don't get it.
Anyway,
I don't get it. But then again, you know what I mean? And I think there's been some great like memes and shorts and reels.
Oh yeah, no, it's
like,
I mean,
when we were kids, you know, these kids are so dumb. And we were literally pulling our t-shirts up over our heads and saying we were the great Cornholio. So,
well, we all needed TP for
our we did. You always need TP for your bunghole. So
you're gonna need that.
So, I think
we were a generation of TP for your bunghole and D-Generation X.
Right.
That was, we were just, give them the old suck it and move on.
We were degenerates in so many ways. Just
some people grew out of that.
Degenerate.
So I think it's shocking. It's just immaturity with kids, I think. And that's okay.
It's fine.
Stay young and immature as long as you want, because it gets worse when you get older. It's all bad. Yeah. So I mean, the Chargers moved up 1, Seahawks bumped down, Patriots held sway. The Bills and Rams fall out of mine. They were both off. Broncos and Chiefs find their way in. It's just there's not right. This was one of those, and it seems weird to say like on a week where like the Cowboys get blown off the field, and
who do I have that you don't? Because you
the
have
Jets
the Chargers.
win.
Oh, Ram. You don't have
Brian Kelly gets fired. It's like this is a week that felt quiet, and that's how crazy this year has been.
It's true. I was just trying to figure out. Yeah, you don't have the Rams. I think that's the only. You have Chargers. I have Rams.
Yeah, and like I want to like the Rams. I do, and I want them. And I think because they were off, because they, like I said, they were in 10 last week, and they were off. So they're probably like them and the Bills are probably just outside.
Right.
When the Bills,
I'm not sure I have the Bills 1 or 2 out. I was
when
looking
the Bills
at
beat the Chiefs this weekend, they'll get back in.
Of course, the Steelers are falling out, so that's great. They're doing what I need them to do. And yeah, there's a bunch. Bye.
Yeah, bye. But yeah, I don't think there's even a ton to talk about, because I think this is none of it is surprising when a lot this week was a very chalk week in the NFL.
So. Yeah, it wasn't a lot going on.